Okay, so what we're going to talk about now are steps to detoxify. And everybody always wants to do something. Avoid toxic consumption of food and drink. Avoid power drinks. You know, today the big push is these new power drinks that are loaded with caffeine and Lord knows whatever else. Puts a lot of stress in the body. People are addicted to soda pop. And I see a lot of people have issues and they have a passion for Diet Coke. Probably one of the ones that people, there has to be something in that Diet Coke. What's amazing to me is that people will get a diet soda pop with a plastic lid on it. They'll crack it in the morning, take 2 sips, put it back in and put it in their purse or they're somewhere in their car or their briefcase, and all day long, guess what they're doing? They're sipping on it. But when they're done with one, guess what? I've had people consume 6 of those a day. And it has aspartame in it. Aspartame becomes methyl alcohol in your body. Methyl alcohol becomes formaldehyde in your body. So what are you saying to me, Dr. Bob? When you drink diet soda, you're basically putting embalming fluid inside of your body. But if you look at the ingredients of diet soda, it also has something in it called sodium benzoate that causes food allergies. It also has phosphoric acid in it. Phosphoric acid will cause osteoporosis. So soda pop is very challenging. Drink water. What kind of water? People ask me, you know, should I drink this new alkalized water? Should I drink distilled water? I would rather have, probably the best water is if you get water from a spring, from a pure source. Purified spring water would be the best. We consume reverse osmosis water in our home. We have a reverse osmosis unit. I don't drink distilled water. I've talked to people and I've read books about people who drink distilled water and it blows the muscle and electrical system out in their body. It just causes a little bit of short circuiting to occur. I don't encourage you to drink any tap water because you have no idea where that, you know, the average tap water has been through 6 people's toilets. It means, you know, you don't think about when the toilet flushes and it goes somewhere, and you probably are drinking other chemicals like when they always have you throw the drugs down the toilet and when you can't use them. Do you ever think about that? They have people throw their unused medication in the toilet that the filter system in our societies are not able to break down. I would avoid dairy. Dairy is very toxic. You say, whoa, Dr. Bob, really? You know, a long time ago when many of us were raised, you had milk that didn't come from cows that had all kinds of chemicals in it. You know, if you get yourself an organic raw cow with organic raw milk, that you can get it off there and start drinking it. You know, God made some wonderful food items, especially if it's grass-fed beef that's in the open, you know, like guano really in the open field. But you don't want to drink pasteurized, homogenized, dead milk that comes from cows that have had little steroid clips put on their ears, because we all wonder, why do girls grow up today and have larger breasts and have pubic hair and in their secondary sexual characteristics when they're 8 years old? It's because of all the estrogen that they're putting into the chemical and into the milk today. And we have young men today, males, that are effeminate, that are having feminine characteristics. And we have adult men that are having prostate problems, tracing all the way back to the estrogen that's inside of the milk. That includes ice cream and yogurt and cottage cheese and sour cream. Now if you consume that in an organic state, you're much further ahead. Avoid artificial drinks. I would not drink concentrated orange drinks or any kind of concentrated drink. You see, your body has to, it's all about what your body has to process. Your body does not have to process water from a pure state. It just goes through you. But it has to basically process everything else. And the more of that you drink, the more challenges you're going to have. I have people that have kidney stones because they drink soda pop. Eat whole food veggies like greens, green beans, asparagus. Eat squash. I have a squash video, recipe on our webpage. Have beets. We talk about that on our webpage. We have stir fry. You don't want to eat all your vegetables just raw. I had mentioned that. You want to steam them, you want to saute them, and also eat them raw. Because if you eat nothing but raw vegetables, it's going to pull minerals out of your body. So you want a constantly combination with them. You don't want to eat exclusively raw. Minimize wheat. Now, why can wheat cause toxins in the body? Because wheat has gluten in it. Gluten, these are little villi. Gluten glues the villi in your intestines together so your body can't absorb nutrients. If you eat wheat and you don't drink enough water, your colon's a dehydrator, the wheat will actually go to the side of your colon wall and plug it up so you can't absorb nutrients. You know, if you're constipated and you don't drink water, do you know that your body's is actually absorbing your own crap? You see it is. And then people, when they have bad breath, it smells really foul. You wonder what it's from. Think about it. I mean, I know I'm sounding a little bit gross right now, but that is the truth. And then if you get prostate cancer, and they say, oh, he has this going on with him, oh, he has bladder cancer, or they have uterus cancer, it's because your body is in a state of toxicity. Don't eat white rice, eat brown rice. White rice doesn't really have any nutrients, especially instant rice. Look at an instant rice little noodle, rice grain, they're molded. It's just rice-like material. Bowel movements naturally. You need iodine. How much iodine should you take? You can take up to 12 milligrams of iodine a day without any challenge. I know that when the weather's cold here in northern Ohio, I can go outside without a coat on because my body temperature is up. But I have found from my experience, if you don't have enough iodine, you're going to be constipated. Drink water. How much water? All of you in this room should be drinking at least a minimum of a quart of water a day. Never more than 100 ounces because you get rid of too many minerals in your body. Eat vegetables like I talked about. Something that's interesting, because everybody says, what do I start with doing detoxification? The simplest thing to do is a castor oil pack. It's non-invasive. It's low budget, low tech. You get wool flannel, you put some castor oil on it. Watch me, because everybody gets confused. Put that right here. This is your liver is right here. So you put the castor oil on the flannel, put it here, put your heating pad on top of it for about an hour. Now what does that do? It gets that blood flowing through your liver. So if you're doing the castor oil pack, I still don't want you to be drinking gin and tonics and having ho-hos because you're going to be putting toxins in your body. Sometimes, you know, you just want to smack people a little bit for them to get the big idea. How often do you do castor oil packs? You know, my wife had dysplasia on her cervix when she was 30 years old. She did a castor oil pack 1 hour a day for a whole year. Do you want to know why? Because she took the pill. We used to drink alcohol. We used to go to the Polish club. We used to do everything that everybody else does. But we knew that if she kept on going that way, she would have had a hysterectomy, and Lord knows it would have been a downward spiral. And she would not have the vibrant health she has today. Adjustments. Now, when we do a spinal crushing, you know when I do these adjustments to you here in the office? This one right here, you know what this is? That's your poop adjustment. It is? Yep. If you get regular adjustments to that area, you'll have normal bowel function. Why? Because that's the one that goes to your colon. So that's why you get adjusted for. You know, some people don't even think, gosh, since I've been seeing Dr. Bobo, I'm having regular bowel movements. Do you know having regular bowel movements will save your life? You don't want to be addicted to X-Lax. You want to be eating your greens every day for your magnesium. A mixed green salad. Lymph drainage. Get a large ball or a mini trampoline and bounce. Bounce. The sewer system of your body is your lymphatic system. You want to bounce. You want motion. I had somebody come into our office today as a new patient, and the only exercise they do is they move their thumb. My gosh, they got to move. Life is motion. Colonic irrigation. Now, colonic irrigation is, we have a great colon therapist in our town. She puts a speculum in your rectum. I really have honestly never seen a speculum, but I think it's about this big. It feels this big. No, I'm just teasing. It's about this big. And she puts it in your rectum. And then she puts water in, and it's like going to the car wash from the inside out. And she cleanses the inside of your colon. Why do you want to do that for? You want to get rid of toxins. We're all exposed to toxins. So I do mine spring and fall, between March 15th and May 31st, and after the first frost and before Thanksgiving. That is just a ritual in my life. I don't do a diary, but if I did a diary, say, Dear Diary, we had the first frost, so I want to see my colon therapist say, and I feel great. So colon irrigation, colonic irrigation is awesome. And in my book, Dr. Bob's Guide to, Dalton's Guide to Balancing Female Hormones, we talk about coffee enemas. Now we could have an hour talk just on coffee enemas. My wife is the expert at it, but it's something that she did. Exercise. Exercise keeps your body moving properly.